What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar. And did you hear the bell? That means it's another beautiful day in the Market Watch. And what did we get ourselves into now? So the ban list was uneventful, and it only hit one card. So we have to talk about some stuff that happened because of that one hit card. So without further ado, let's dive into the video and talk about it. So first off, let's talk about the one card that ended up getting bought out. And that's Greymon alternate art from Classic Collection EX01. You may play one Taikamiya with a play cost 3 or less from your hand without paying its memory cost. I'm assuming this is because of BT12 and people are thinking they're going to just speed up the deck a little bit more just by getting a free another drop tie. I think that's kind of where it went with, but it is bought out on our market. And I think the last one was bought in the last couple hours. So, yeah. I mean, hey, you know, if people buy it out, they buy it out, right? So, they're already starting to plan to probably move off of the original game plan of reduced costing. So, they're just going to use it to guarantee that now we're going to be able to guarantee to play that tie. So, I think that's where it's kind of just going with. So, keeping an eye out on certain cards like this. So on the Europe side, it's looking like €8. Not terrible there. Going to 10. They got plenty of listings, so nothing too crazy. But it is going up by their standards. So you got to keep that on your radar. Then let's talk about it. Beelzemon alternate art from Digital Hazard EX02. Reason we're talking about this is because the only other version you can get right now, besides the EX02 version, is if you win the event. But we also have April, all through April, there are chances to win in store locals or anything like that. There is a store championship kind of style of play where this Beelzemon will be the winner's prize, and you get really nice Impmons too, by the way. So, let's take a look. We have both. That one was 60. Well, let's back up. I kind of skipped. So we're at $67. And we're kind of going up. We're at $75 range. It's kind of expected. This card is not cheap. And because the deck is going to be one of the top contenders of the format, and we know this, keep this on your radar. Then for its regular art, it's already busting $20. Crazy. Not too long ago, this card was in the $15 range, even just less than that. Now it's just ridiculously expensive. So might be a good time to start moving these. If you had these and you have no intentions of playing the Beelzemon deck, you will definitely make your profit because it's just the perfect time to do so. The only thing you have to worry about is if the deck doesn't actually live up to the hype. But there are going to be like Joe Dobby and stuff like that that are going to really make the deck shine. The purple player base is strong, I gotta say. Then let's take a look on the Europe side. For its normal art, €15 to $20 to $100. But 29 copies at 100. Crazy. I don't know. But holy cow, €20 a pop. Let's take an alternate art look, shall we? Alternate art spiking to 67, 64. 200 sitting here. Crazy, another 200 sitting here. About $100 up to €62. Yeah, quite expensive little bugger if you want to max rarity that deck. You missed your chance a while ago, to be honest with you, when this card was a lot cheaper. Now, let's take a look at this Impmon from starter deck, Beelzemon advanced deck. At least we know this is in the market, so now we can start seeing this. It's a little expensive. Just wait it out a little bit. You get 2 copies in the advanced deck. The advanced deck is $30. I wouldn't invest into this unless you are buying one advanced deck and you want to get the singles. Then yeah, maybe $3 is kind of worth it. If you were picking it up for $3, I think that's actually quite acceptable. Anything more is unacceptable. I think just wait for it to drop now. And then Impmon on the Europe side, €3 to €4. Okay, kind of in our price range right now. I just kind of expected. Let's get into it. Yep. Bella Star. BL Star. BL Star starter deck 14. Beelzemon advanced deck This card is in the same category. It's about like, what? $20? Okay. No, don't touch that. Do not touch that. $3 is okay-ish. Okay-ish. I wouldn't spend it because we're going to just go from it there. But sad that they censored her, you know, Sistermon out of the card. But hey, that's just what they do, right? They censor everything. Next, we have €5. So we're a lot cheaper, at least. We're in the $3 range. They're almost 6, 7. Ew. Let's take a look here. Next, though, Beelzemon, starter deck 14. Plateauing in the $3 range. Not terrible. Don't buy that. This is okay-ish at best. I know that a lot of people will buy one advanced deck and then just want the singles. Not a bad trade-off. Looking at it now, €5 to... We're still cheaper. To €7. We're cheaper, at least. $3 isn't terrible. Rina is dipping down, which we want her to do. Let's hopefully she keeps dipping down because we want her to be cheaper so that you can build the deck. Because she's just quite expensive little bugger for no reason, actually. So looking at it, she's going up a little bit, but we're at $43 to $60 on a regular art. So that's kind of the €43 to €60 range is not out of the ordinary. Hopefully she does come down. It's really going to come down to the Ultimate Cup and how the other decks hold up. And we're going to have to see what BT12 has in store for her, actually. Black War Greymon alternate art is starting to dip down. And that hit is going to show probably more to come because we're looking at $38 and going down. I can get behind that. That's not terrible. Looking at it, it's dipping down to €38, €35 to €40. It's kind of like their decent price range. And then you kind of get these weird fluctuations. But for its alternate art, Black War Greymon, not terrible. Let's see. Machinedramon alternate art from Classic Collection is going up still. Kind of expected. People are buying the light plays. I wouldn't buy a light play. Ew. Get out of here. $63 for near mints. And low quantity on stock radar there. Machinedramon is quite good just because of the way the deck plays out. And Machinedramon is having a better format fun this time around just because Crossheart, it's a little more in its favorable matchups. The only deck that it really doesn't like is going to be the, Garurumon deck. Let's just see if that actually holds up for long term. Looking at it, €40 to €50. Not bad. If you're a Machinedramon player, good luck. Then we have Examon from Dragonic Roar. Finally, this $30 threshold is dropping. Oh, man. It was like $25 just a few minutes ago. Well, apparently people started buying it back up. I mean, sad days that it's this expensive still for $31, but eventually, as time goes on, we should see this dip, especially since the next couple sets really don't help Examon out, and that might force people not to want to buy it or build it. So €30 to €33. Buddy boy, you need to come down. There's no reason for you to be this expensive. Garurumon Championship Finalist. This card has a copy for $10. Not a bad pickup if you want to get that card. And then being like 15 to 20 is not bad. And especially since this should be classified second highest rarity compared to Champion. So that's something to really look at. Promo on the Europe side, €24 to $32. We are a little bit cheaper than them, which is good to see. X Antibody X Record pre-release card. We do have the new one from the advanced deck. We're going to see how well this holds up, if this card holds long-term value or not. But again, X Antibody decks are back in the rise. Garurumon and Gabumon. The Gabumon deck is still a viable deck and strategy to this point. We're looking at a downgrade here. €10 to €11. Hey, that's about it. I think that's not bad. If you can pick that up on the Europe side, definitely worth it if you want to max rarity it. But it depends on what you classify it. Does the alternate classify as a max rarity or with the pre-release stamp? Your choice. Garurumon X antibody alternate art. Kind of just hanging in there at the low end. Uh, $13 for it is not bad, especially since the deck should be another one of those decks to beat in the format because Black War Greymon's a little less consistent now. We're going to have to see how well that does in the future formats. So, 10 euros to 12 euros, dipping down. I think that's pretty decent to see him dip down, and kind of expected. People were writing it off. Now there's a secondary push now that could mean this deck does really well. We will find out after the first major event in April. The first weekend of April will have the new restriction list in it, and we'll see if that actually makes a difference. It makes these decks, makes Black War Greymon a little less oppressive, and maybe where Garurumon just takes it back in the lead and head at front. Dex Diaboromon is going up, boys and girls. This is the pre-release stamp. This card is at $29 to $30, $5 range. That's not terrible. It is more expensive than it should be, but that kind of comes with when new support gets shown off and the deck actually seemed to be viable. Dex Daruga is a little bump at $6, €6 to €8 is kind of the acceptable range here. There's plenty of stock in this though, so hopefully it doesn't go crazy, but hey, that's good luck for you. Calling from Darkness got definitely a bump, and this reason is because of the purple Copium Cup, or the Beelzemon Cup, and as long as it's purple focus only, expect this card to hold up, and then it should start flooding back into the market with those $20 copies and stuff like that. So expect after all the purple cups have happened after this weekend, we should start seeing slowly integration into the market of what people will be playing with Calling from Darkness. These pre-release stamps, by the way. And going down to 14 euros, 15 euros to 25 euros. It's kind of in buyout status as well. So that's kind of crazy. Diaboromon alternate art. Just a friendly reminder, this card is going down. And with the announcement of the Adventure cast, Diaboromon might get some support in some capacity. And who knows, maybe the new anime that they are announcing could have Diaboromon as a villain in it, which would create a way for Diaboromon to get more support, which would be really useful in my opinion. But right now, it's dipping down, so guys, if you needed to pick up your playset, it might be worth picking it up now. $14 is not terrible. It could keep going down though, so keep it on your radar. On the Europe side, it's actually spiking up a bit here. Crazy, because nothing's really pushing for it to do so. But 12 euros to about 15 euro range. There's plenty of stock in that range, so if you guys are looking to pick it up, might be worth it. Then we have Palmon Tamer card set 2, Floral Fun. This card is going up, but kind of started leveling out a little bit. But right now, low stock quantities. BloomLord is projected to be one of the Ultimate Cup's decks to beat, so it's something to look for on your radar. About 5 euros. So 5 euros to 10 euros. Not terrible. Quite expensive. But hey, it's the floral one if you guys are looking to build that. Analog Man from Dimensional Phase. We only got a couple more cards left to talk about. This card is going up because Machinedramon actually has more and more compatibility in this format because of the hit towards Black War Greymon. Now, in their normal circumstances, what would happen is even if you had two megas on top of each other, the normal climb could end up having your Digimon de-digivolve twice, and that made it really hard for you to keep your turn and without losing your stack. Now it makes it hard for them because without Greymon X antibody reducing the cost by 2, now their turns will most likely pass because of the 4. So even at best case, you can choke them out properly now without having to worry about, oh, I get Analog Man, boom, I go to 2. This sets to 0. Now I can go from here to go boom, 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 boom. Go crazy shenanigans. Now they have to really work for it. And it's now that can be 1D Digivolve. Could mean that your double Mega is now still on the board. Or even if it was just 1 Mega, 1D Digivolve, it's just now the ultimate left. They might not be able to have enough resources to keep it their turn, which could lead to you just re-digivolving into your Digimon on top and dealing with their threat. So even with protection wise, you have better options and better answers now. Analog Man, though, going up on the Europe side, it's about €2 for its pre-release stamp. But hey, it's something to think about if you are going to be a Machinedramon main. Thomas from the box topper or Great Legends is starting to come down, so just expect this to dip down a little bit, depending on what happens with our format. So I'm going on the assumption that basically any deck that overly dominates for 3 months, it looks like it's got to be at least 3 sets worth. So if that meets that condition, you'll instantly see that deck going to get hit, as long as it's one of the top dogs. And then basically everything changes up from there. Looking at it now, a little bump up here, €4, 0.4 euros, about 40 cents, 90 cents to €1. Yeah, there's plenty of stock on him. I mean, Europe side has plenty of it paired to us, but hey, that's just kind of the name of the game, right? So guys, what did you think of the video? Let me know down in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.